Here are 5 ways to lace shoes, including bar lacing, star lacing, loose lacing, diamond lacing, and standard lacing. Timestamps for each are down below. Let's get started. Begin by taking your shoelace and threading each of the lace ends down into the very bottom eyelets on your shoe from above, and I'll repeat on the other side for you. We definitely want to make sure we're doing this first step correctly, and the laces are definitely going down into each of these eyelets from above to create our first little bar pattern here. Then take your 2 laces, lift them up and make sure they're of equal length. Mine aren't. It's very rare that they will be, so if you get that, well done. And just adjust everything to make sure those 2 lace ends are of equal length. Now, if you need to watch this video on half speed, that's a great tip if you want to do it a little bit slower, but you can just keep pausing and catching up and see how you go. Then we're going to pop this lace out the way for now. Take this lace and we're going to bring it up into this eyelet here from underneath. As you pull that through. That's great. Then we're going to keep a hold of it, bring it over the shoe tongue and down into the corresponding eyelet here from above this time. Once you pull that through, you'll see the straight lace pattern starting to come into effect. Now it's really important to make sure your laces don't get twisted in any way, so just keep pausing and straightening everything out. Now we're going to pop this lace out of the way for now, move back to this one, bring it underneath that lace there, and up into the 3rd eyelet up from the bottom on this side from underneath. Just like that. I'm going to move this lace out the way there, keep a hold of the same one we just threaded, bring it over the shoe tongue and into this empty eyelet here from above. Now your shoes might have more or less eyelets than me, but just repeat the pattern and I'll show you what to do when you come to the final eyelets. Now we want to swap back to this lace and bring it up into this empty eyelet here from underneath, just like this. Move this lace up out the way and we're going to bring this one over the shoe tongue and down into this eyelet here from above as usual. Just pull it like that. Then we're going to swap back to this one, bring it up into this empty eyelet here. That's great. Move this one up and out the way. Keep a hold of this one, bring it over the shoe tongue, down into the next empty eyelet. Just like that. And we're going to leave that one out of the way for now. Back to this one. Up into this empty eyelet from underneath here. The final eyelet. And when you reach these final eyelets, I'll show you what result you should be left with. Pop that out of the way. Down into the final eyelet here. And then what you should have is 2 lace ends that are on the same side of your shoe. Doesn't matter too much which side, but once they're there, what you'll do with these, leave them loose, and when you put your foot down inside the shoe, you'll tighten them in a little knot and pull that knot flush with the underside of the shoe there, and then you just tuck those laces down inside your shoe and they'll sit underneath your foot. Now they shouldn't bother your foot too much and you should just be able to walk in them perfectly well. Repeat the straight lacing pattern on your other shoe and you'll have an awesome pair of straight lace shoes. If you found the info in this video helpful, please hit the like button to help it reach more people. Check out my channel for more lacing techniques. Thanks guys. Here's how to star lace shoes. Now this is a pattern that works for shoes with 6 eyelets, so make sure you have the right amount. If you need a pattern that works with 7 eyelets, I've linked one in the description for you. Let's get started by taking a hold of our lace, and we're going to bring our lace end through the very top eyelet from above, and we're going to take it through around about this much. And just go ahead and tuck that down in the shoe out the way so we can get started on our pattern. Take this lace and we're going to bring it over and down into the corresponding eyelet on the other side from above to make a little bar. So just pull that all the way through, making sure there's no twists, and it's looking nice and neat. Great, then keep a hold of this and we're going to skip an eyelet on this side, and instead we're going to take this lace up through the one beneath it from underneath, if that makes sense. So I'll show you what I mean. Peel back the canvas and just bring that lace end through there from underneath, just like that. Nice. Then we're going to take it over the sneaker tongue and down into the eyelet on the other side, the same one. So we have another little bar shape. And we just want to make sure that there's no twists in our laces and it's looking really good before we carry on. Now remember, you can play this video on a half speed or pause as much as you need to. There's no rush with this, and I just want you to go at your own pace. You can get it right. Awesome. Now we're going to keep a hold of this one and carry on with our pattern. What we're going to do is bring it all the way down to the very bottom eyelet on this side, and we're going to bring the lace end up through that from underneath. Looking good. Then we're going to take it over, smooth it out a little bit to help prevent those twists. And we're going to take it into this eyelet here that already has a lace in it. So just take your time and feed that into there. It might be a little bit wiggly, but just wiggle it through until you have it, and then pull, making sure there's no twists so our star looks nice and crisp. Twists are normal, they're going to happen. Don't forget to pause if you need to. Awesome. Then we're going to bring this lace end up through the very bottom eyelet on this side, this time from underneath. So go to the very bottom eyelet, bring the lace end through there from underneath, just like that. Great, now we're going to do the same that we did on this side over here. We're going to bring this lace down into this eyelet that already has a lace in it as well. So just smooth that out as best you can and bring it down into this lace eyelet here and just pull that all the way through. Again, fixing any of those twists and just taking your time. It's looking really good. We can start to see where our star pattern is going to form. Make sure this lace end is underneath this bit of lace here, if that makes sense. We just want it to be able to move around properly. Then we're going to bring it up into this very bottom eyelet again from underneath, like this. Looking good. Now keep a hold of it, and our star is really going to form now, guys. Take the lace end, make sure it goes underneath this bit of the star here. So just feed that under there, like that. Pull it through. Smooth it out. And then we're going to bring it all the way to this top bar here, and we're going to bring it over that, if this makes sense, to form the top of our star. Now what I like to do here is just take a minute to pinch the top of your star so it looks nice and crisp, and the heat from your fingers will just help that flatten out and look nice and sharp, like that. Now keep a hold of this lace, and what we're going to do this time is we're going to bring it under this bit of the star now. So just here, bring it underneath, and that's so it sits nicely and all in place. And then we're going to take the lace and bring it down again into this very final eyelet on this side. Just pull that through. And again, making sure there are no final twists. But you know, it's quite tricky and there always are, so just take your time. And then I like to just smooth out my star again, making sure to pinch that top bit and that it all looks nice and even. Then with all of this excess lace, we're going to run it underneath the entire pattern. Just take your time to not pull any of that pattern out of shape. Bring that all the way under there. And this is just going to sit underneath the shoe canvas here, so just make sure you feed it under there. Then you can fish out our bit of lace from the beginning, and underneath the shoe tongue, just tie those into a little knot or a little bow, as you like, and then just tuck them underneath the shoe tongue, out of the way, and that will hold your pattern in place and you'll be able to slip your foot in and out. Repeat on your other shoe and you'll have an awesome pair of star lace shoes. If you found the info in this video helpful, please hit the like button for me to help it reach more people, and consider subscribing and checking out my other videos. I have tons of shoelacing inspo for you guys. Thanks. Here's how to lace shoes in a loose lace style so they slip straight on. Start by taking hold of your lace, and what we're going to do is bring each lace end down into the very bottom eyelets on the shoe from above, like this. So take this lace end down into the eyelet from above, pull it through a little bit, swap to the other lace end and take it down to that eyelet from above, just like this. And before you pull everything through, here's a little trick you can do. Take a hold of your lace ends, grab your shoe, and just pull that through. And what that means is they'll come out of equal length on either side. Now there's a little twist in that one. That's totally normal if you get twists, or if your laces aren't equal, just pause the video, make sure everything's even before we carry on. Great. Now we're going to keep a hold of this lace and we're going to bring it over the shoe, and we're going to take it down into the second eyelet up from the bottom on this side this time. So just bring it over, down to that eyelet, again making sure you've got no twists and taking your time to make sure everything looks really fresh. Looking good. Then swap to the other one and we're going to do the same. Take it over and down into the next empty eyelet on this side. Great. Then keep a hold of that lace and we're going to carry on that pattern. Take it over, down into the next empty eyelet, pulling it through. Swap to the other one, bring it over, down to the next eyelet, pulling it through. Now you don't want to be pulling these laces super tight because you have to get your foot in and out of this, and it is a loose style. So just keep that in mind. Now you can play this video on half speed or pause as much as you need to. Just go at your own pace. Great, now we're going to repeat that by keeping hold of this lace, bringing it over, down into the next empty eyelet on this side, pulling that through, smooth out the other one, take it over and down to the next empty eyelet on that side. Looking good. Keep a hold of it, bring it over and down into the next empty eyelet on this side, and the exact same with the other one. Take it over, down to the next empty eyelet. Now, when you reach the final eyelet, we're going to be doing something slightly different with the pattern here. Depending on your shoe size, you might have more or less eyelets than me, but just continue the pattern exactly that way until you reach the final one. Now what we're going to do slightly differently, keep a hold of this lace, and instead of taking it down into the eyelet, we're going to bring it up through the eyelet from underneath, if that makes sense. And we're going to pull it through around about this much. Don't worry about that excess lace. Instead, take a hold of your other one and do the same on this side. Pull back the canvas, bring that lace through around about that much through each eyelet. Then with this excess lace, all we're going to do is take that and slip it behind the shoe tongue, out of sight, and that will just sit on top of your foot, and it will mean you can slip your feet in and out of your shoes without the need for tying them. Repeat on your other shoe and you'll have an awesome pair of loose lace shoes. If you found the info in this video helpful, please hit the like button for me to help it reach more people, and consider subscribing for more shoelacing content. I have tons of videos available to inspire you guys. Thanks a lot. Here's how to diamond lace shoes. Start by taking your lace, and what we're going to do is feed each lace end up through the two very bottom eyelets on our shoe from underneath. So just peel back the canvas, pull that through a little bit, swap to the other one, and bring that one up through the canvas as well. And before you pull all of this excess through, a little trick you can do is take a hold of your two lace ends, grab your shoe, and just pull that lace through. And what that will mean is your laces will come out of equal length on either side. If there are any little twists, just take a second to make sure it's all neat. And if your laces aren't equal, pause the video and just make sure they are before carrying on. Then we're going to take a hold of this lace. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring it down into the third eyelet up from the bottom on this side from above. So take that lace end into it from above. Just like that. And keep a hold of it. And then we're going to bring it up through this empty eyelet here from underneath, if that makes sense, just like that. So you should be left with something that looks like this. You can tighten that up a little bit if you want to. And then we're going to repeat that on the other side. Smooth out your lace, take it over and down into the third eyelet up from the bottom on this side, bring it down into there. Make sure it's looking nice, keep a hold of it, and we're going to fill in that empty eyelet from underneath, just like this. Now, if you want to play this video on a half speed, you're welcome to, or you can pause as much as you need to. Just go at your own pace with this, there's no rush. Great, now we're going to carry on by keeping a hold of this lace, and we're going to repeat that pattern. Skip an eyelet on this side and instead bring the lace end down into the eyelet above that from above, like this. And then fill in this empty one from underneath with the lace. Make sure to pull that so it all looks nice and crisp. Then take a hold of your other lace and we're going to do the exact same on the other side. Take it over, skip an eyelet, bring it down into the one above, like this. Keep a hold of the lace and fill in the empty eyelet from underneath, like this. Looking good. Then we're going to finish off the pattern by keeping a hold of this lace, taking it over and down into this final empty eyelet on this side. And the same with the other one. Take it over and down into the final eyelet on this side. And then with your excess lace ends, you can tie those in kind of a loose little bow here, just to keep them together. And then go ahead and tuck that bow underneath the shoe tongue out of the way so the pattern looks nice and fresh, and you should be able to slip your feet in and out by adjusting that bow how you like. Repeat on the other shoe and you'll have an awesome pair of diamond lace shoes. If you found the info in this video helpful, please hit the like button for me to help it reach more people, and consider subscribing for more sneaker lacing content. I have tons of videos available to inspire you guys. Thank you very much. Start by taking your laces and threading each lace end down into the very bottom eyelets here from above. There's one, and the other one in the very bottom eyelet from above, not underneath. Pull that through until we have a little bar shape here. Then what you want to do is pull your laces up and make sure they're of even length before we carry on, and just adjust them slightly. You're more than welcome to keep pausing the video or put it on half speed if you'd like to follow along very slowly. It's totally up to you. Then we're going to start with this lace and we're going to bring it over the shoe tongue and down into the second eyelet up from the bottom on this side. So just watch me do it. Like that. Then we're going to pop it out the way and we're going to swap to this lace. Do the exact same, bring it over the shoe tongue and down into the second eyelet up from the bottom on this side this time. Great. Now you might want to pause here, catch up, or double check that you've got exactly the same result as I have. And then we're going to move on. We're going to keep a hold of this lace again, bring it over the shoe tongue, down into the next eyelet that's available on this side. Pull it through, pop it out the way. Take this one, Make sure there are no twists or creases. And do the same on the other side. Then we're going to stick with this one again. Bring it over the shoe tongue and down into the next eyelet from above, just like we've been doing. Great, pop it out the way, swap to the other one, over the shoe tongue and down into the next eyelet on this side. Now your shoes might have more or less eyelets than I do. Just keep going with the exact same pattern, but when you come to your very top eyelet, stop there and I'll show you what to do. So we're going to carry on with this one more time, over the shoe tongue, down to the next eyelet available. Swap to the other lace, exactly the same thing, just on the other side. And now on my pair of shoes, we've reached the very top eyelet. So what we're going to do this time, keep hold of this lace on this side, bring it over the shoe tongue, and we're going to go up into the eyelet from underneath this time. And what this will do is make it way easier for you to tie your lace bow. Then we'll swap back to the other lace, bring it over the shoe tongue and up into this eyelet from underneath on this side, just the same. And pull it there. Now at this point you can adjust your pattern just to make sure it's all looking nice, tighten it up, whatever you like. And then we're going to tie a lace bow. To tie a lace bow, cross your two laces over, just like this. Scoot one under, pull it tight. Pinch this lace into a little loop here. Take this lace, wrap it around it. You'll see where I'm wiggling my finger here. There's a hole. We want to push this lace through it, just like this. Pinch it on the other side and pull that tight and we'll have a lace bow. If you'd like a more in-depth tutorial on how to tie a lace bow over and over again, I'll have a video that I'll put up here for you so you can practice. Repeat the pattern on your other shoe and you'll have an awesome pair of standard lace shoes. If you found the info in this video helpful, please hit the like button for me to help it reach more people. Thanks guys.